Good afternoon. It is Friday, September 5th, 2025. Many years ago, I was a math major in college. Calculus, analytical geometry, differential equations, statistics, they were all part and parcel of that education. However, as a pastor, I've not kept up with those skills. A few years ago, somebody asked me for some help with their calculus homework. I thought, no problem. And then when I got their book and opened it up and looked at the problem and tried to remember how to do the examples that they were listing, I realized it'd been too long. I could no longer remember the processes necessary to solve the problems in their homework assignment. Decades of doing something else, and I had lost what I worked so hard to learn at one point. Our minds require us to continually work at the things that are important enough to remember. Can you remember all of the things that you have learned? In 1 Thessalonians chapter 4, verses 1 to 2, and I'm reading from the New Living Translation, 2nd edition, the Apostle Paul reminds the church in Thessalonica to remember the things they were taught. He says, "Finally, dear brothers and sisters, we urge you in the name of the Lord Jesus to live in a way that pleases God, as we have taught you. You live this way already, and we encourage you to do so even more. For you remember what we taught you by the authority of the Lord Jesus." Now, I want to notice a couple of things that the Apostle Paul mentions here. He uses the word finally, which most preachers doesn't mean anything. And I don't think it does here because he got a whole bunch of the rest of the letter to go. But he says, we urge you in the name of the Lord Jesus. He urges, not commands, urge, convince, persuade, encourage. You see, as believers, we can't demand things from other believers. We can encourage them, we can urge them, we can persuade them, we can try and convince them, but we can't demand things. He says, I urge you in the name of the Lord Jesus to try to please God, to live in such a way to please God. It makes a difference how we live. It makes a difference what we do. The actions we take are important. And he encourages them to keep doing what they've been doing and to improve in the pleasing God. That what we do and the choices we make a difference in how pleased God is with us. He wants them to remember what we taught you. It's not doing things they've never heard of before, but just to remember what you've been taught. And how do you remember what you've been taught? You use it, you do it, you perform it, you make those actions a part of your regular habit. He says to remember how to live in the way that pleases God. May you and I please God this week. May we practice remembering the things we've been taught about God and keep pleasing God by the actions that we take. God bless you.